All right, I'm going to shoot from the hip a bit here. It's not easy to make these videos all the time. So here we go. How about 3 habits that have dramatically changed my life? Hit that like button, hotshot, and we'll get things going right away. Don't forget to be chatty in the comments below. We love that here. And by we, I just mean I mean, there's really no one else. The first habit is stacking gold and silver. I don't know about you, but I've never been good at holding cash. Basically, ever since I became an adult. Whether or not you think it's the best investment or not, it's a great way to store some value and curb your spending. At least it worked that way for me, and it still does. Although the price fluctuates, the general trend is up, at least for the long term. Not being able to hold cash makes it very difficult to buy larger purchases like cars. Not a problem these days. The larger the stack of silver and gold got, the more my boss's voice sounded like Minnie Mouse. In fact, it turned the volume down on a lot of people. Wealth doesn't solve everything, but it does squash a lot of insecurities. I am no longer anxious about the most basic of needs, except maybe having to use the restroom on long car trips. All right, the second habit I implemented that dramatically changed my life as well. Reading 1 book a month. Useful books, not just any book. Books on finance and investing, books on budgeting and time management, books on health and exercise, biographies of successful people, some books on psychology and emotional wellness, books on war and strategy, and books on selling, which lead basically almost to the manipulation of others, and even religious books such as the Old and New Testament of the Bible. Now, if you're not one for finding a quiet place and flipping through papers to read, I'm not. Almost everything is available in audio form. Now, you can passively listen to a lot of books while doing mundane tasks, but I recommend a little pen and paper time while you're listening to some of them. You will remember things almost 100% more if you write them down. You probably won't need this habit forever, but you should know at least one good book on each one of those subjects. And I believe your life will get much better. It did for me. And if you think it sounds odd that I'm telling you to stop reading after a while, well, even Einstein said you should do that. Look it up. It's true. The third habit that changed my life. All right, this is a weird one, okay? Writing on the walls. So you've heard the saying, out of sight, out of mind. If you think that's true, then the opposite would have to be true as well. In sight, in mind.
Don't believe me? Give yourself a ridiculous goal. Write it down and put it up on a wall or somewhere where you will always see it. I think you'll be quite surprised how the world seems to bend to make it so. If you're worried about looking like a goofball when other people see it and read it and maybe make fun of you, you can always write it in code. But don't underestimate the power of writing things important to you and having them in sight all the time. Why do you think fast food restaurants put their symbols on napkins, the sandwich wraps, their bags? You know that's expensive, right? They do it because it works. Advertisement is worth the money. So why not advertise your goals and your dreams to yourself? Now, I know in some circles, habits like this can seem really goofy. As T. Harv Eker, author of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, so eloquently put it, I would rather be really hokey and really, really rich than to be poor and cool. Here's how I'll put it. Go get a Sharpie, an index card, put your goal on it, and put it on your wall or door, you peasant. You can hate me now for being rude, but you'll thank me later. Trust me. All right, time to get off my soapbox and get ready for work. If you enjoyed this and you want more, hit that subscribe button to get more. I really do believe in these habits. I mean, you could be drunk all the time and stressed out all the time and overworked, and these 3 habits will bring you out of the dark ages. And then you can work on more refined stuff later. Or not, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And a thumbnail.